This is the Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, September the 5th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters in Alabama and Central Alabama, waking up to a rather, shall I say it, chilly morning. I looked at my records at my house, and this is the coolest morning I've had since May 19th. Wow. Let's get to our Skycam imagery, and there's a look at the view from Clanton with a few skies on the east, a few clouds in the sky on the eastern horizon. And we see a few clouds off to the northeast as we look over the Tennessee River from the Decatur Skycam. And then let's complete the tour of the state with a look over the battleship Alabama and beautiful sunrises across this great state. High pressure settling in over the Tennessee and Ohio River valleys, and of course the front that has brought us the drier and cooler air is down along the northern Gulf Coast, and certainly out of the way now. As a result, the resulting upper air pattern is a trough over the eastern part of the country that has brought us our first little taste of fall for this fall season. Fall doesn't officially begin for a couple of weeks yet, but anyway. And we can see that reflected in the temperatures this morning. Look at those chilly values. Those green values are in the 40s across the Ohio River Valley, and of course we see some 30-degree readings up there in the dark green. So very, very nice, but very warm still down in the southwest part of the United States. Across central Alabama, most of the airport readings are generally in the mid-50s. Tuscaloosa, the warm spot, with 57 at this hour. QPF still showing the story. We're going to see primarily dry weather, although as we get to midweek and to the latter part of the week, it looks like we might see the possibility of some isolated showers. And that large area of rain in Texas is a result of a tropical system, and we're watching two now. Yesterday we had 5, now we're down to 2, one in the southwest Gulf of Mexico that is showing signs of some organization, and the remnants of Gaston approaching the Windward Islands. Let's go ahead and take those. Here's Gaston. Yesterday it was looking a lot more impressive, but not nearly as impressive in the visible satellite imagery this morning. But still, it is in an area where conditions are conducive for development, and it will be tracking pretty much due west as the model runs indicate here, and pretty good clustering all the way through, affecting the Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and Hispaniola over the next 5 days. And here is a look at the Gulf picture. Still very disorganized, but as you can see, a lot of thunderstorms going on down there. And while organization is possible, it is awfully close to land, and most of the few models that are running on this particular one suggest that it is going to go ashore in northeastern or the eastern part of Mexico. Here's the 06Z GFS model run, and there is a look at today, and a beautiful day as we head up into the mid-80s for the high. Another beautiful day Monday, but temperatures climbing up just a little bit, probably get around 90-degree mark. And, of course, the Energizer Ridge is back on Tuesday, and, of course, that means we're going to be into the low 90s, and we should stay dry on Monday. On Tuesday, excuse me. By Wednesday, the ridge there's not a 594 contour, but the ridge is certainly there. And it looks like we'll probably be getting into the possibility of isolated showers as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with highs in the lower 90s. The ridge with us on Thursday, and again, the possibility of some isolated showers. I think most of us stay pretty dry, though. The ridge still with us, although a very strong trough coming across the north-central part of the United States is beginning to dampen that ridge just a little bit. But once again, I think on Friday, the possibility exists for at least an isolated shower or two with temperatures in the lower 90s. The ridge is flattened out as the westerlies continue well to our north on Saturday, a week from yesterday, and a weak cold front coming our way. But once again, I think the possibility of rain is pretty slim. And, of course, with the flow the way it is, it doesn't look like the front will actually get down into Alabama as we look at the surface map there for Sunday. All right, going out into Voodoo Country, and the ridge sticking with us. And, of course, you can see a storm out there in the Atlantic as the tropics remain fairly active. And then finally, at the very end, this is the 20th. Looks like the Canadian Maritimes get the benefits of another tropical system, and we look like we're probably, by the 20th, should be cooling off once again. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Weather Xtreme video. James Spann should be back again with the next edition, first thing Monday morning. In the meantime, I hope that you have a great upcoming week, and Godspeed.